Blue Lock Chapter 337 has finally released its official chapter, with the match of Blue Lock versus France currently underway. As Blue Lock brings the score back to a tie with an unlikely chemical reaction, what are the side effects of it on Blue Lock's psychology? Well, in today's video, I'll be going through the events of the latest chapter and giving you my thoughts and predictions as to how the events of this latest chapter could impact the rest of the story. Now, unlike my leaked videos, this video will be containing all high-quality images and official translations. That way you can enjoy this series in its truest and most complete form. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into that chapter. The chapter begins with Blue Lock celebrating Hiori's goal as we see Chigiri jumping on Hiori's back, with Bachata sliding in and Audio posing. The opening tagline to the chapter says, "Amidst the whirlpool of joy, Isagi feels a change." The chapter is titled Chapter 337, or the Blue. The announcer begins to comment on the goal. Blue Lock Japan has caught up. This white-hot match is just getting started, folks. While this is happening, Isagi begins to have an internal monologue about the goal. What is happening in Blue Lock? Where is this team trying to go? We see Isagi is on an isolated field as everyone celebrates in the background as he continues to internally monologue about the goal while also thinking of Ego. What should I believe in? Ego. As he thinks, Karasu grabs his attention. Hey, Isagi, come here. The two begin to spark up a dialogue. They're covering you too heavily, so the plans we practiced ain't working. So I'm gonna focus on helping to set up shots, like I just did. I'll figure out new ways to score goals without you. That's the only way we can beat France, right? Isagi responds hesitantly. Sure. But Isagi asks Karasu with a glow in his eyes. Are you okay with throwing away your life as a striker, Karasu? Huh? It ain't like I'm throwing it away. Karasu and Isagi continue their conversation. I know you've done the same thing before. You do stuff like temporarily assist to set up the team to win. Yeah, I have. I just did the same thing now. If you want to talk about the life as a striker, then what about Gagamaru playing goalie or the guys playing defense? They ain't strikers. Well, yeah, but still, something about your new attitude doesn't sit right. What the heck? Don't diss me if you can't even verbalize it. We see Karasu's aura flare as the crow feathers fall from above and the crow rests on his shoulder. Unlike what you're doing, at least I'm trying to change for Blue Lock's sake. Isagi is shocked, but catches it. Hold up, Karasu. That's what's been bugging me. Karasu doesn't understand, but Isagi keeps going. Huh? You just said you're doing it for Blue Lock's sake. Anything besides playing soccer for yourself isn't the way of the egoist. Karasu gets annoyed. All of us aiming to be the world's best striker. You deviated from that philosophy because of what Hugo said. Bachata and Chigiri overhear their conversation. What's going on? Isagi continues. And now you're prioritizing the team's victory as second best. That's not the Blue Lock way. Karasu finally responds to Isagi's statements. Then go on and score a goal, you trash. Isagi is shocked by Karasu's words. Huh? Since you ain't effective as a striker, I'm trying to change based on our opponent's opinion. What about it? Would it be the Blue Lock way to let France kick our asses just for Yoichi Isagi's sake? Karasu stares down at Isagi as he begins to waver mentally. Looks to me like you're the one spinning his wheels acting like number one and trying to ruin Blue Lock, you ordinary bastard. However, Isagi doesn't take that, getting right up in Karasu's face, screaming at him. I'm thinking about Blue Lock too. I'm working so hard, I've been racking my brain about what I need to do as the best in Blue Lock. For Blue Lock, Karasu checks him. Look, you just said it yourself. For Blue Lock. How are you any different from me? Isagi is shocked and doesn't know how to answer that. All of a sudden, Aiku comes over and calms them down. Okay, that's enough. Chill out, you two. You're both right. What if you try thinking like that? Everyone in Blue Lock comes over to listen to him. There's no denying that Karasu's method got results, and the egoistic philosophy Isagi's talking about is important too. So let's make use of both. We'll fight with all we've got, while finding a new shape for Blue Lock to win. How's that sound? Isagi hesitantly agrees. Okay. Karasu jumps in. Fine by me. In any case, it seems like it's time for Blue Lock to make a change. As he says this, we see Ego sitting there calmly. We cut away from Blue Lock to see the reactions of the France team as Charles, Loki, and Hugo all comment. Dang, they caught up with us. So annoying. It's like, what the fuck? Well, I think this will be more fun than shutting them out. Yeah, this is good. I'll keep leading this field towards its destiny. Hugo taps the ball to the side to restart the play as the match continues. Loki picks up the ball as Rin rushes over. Just try it, you perfectionist freaks. I want a goal so badly I can't stand it. Loki smirks. Oh yeah? Same here. Rin and Loki begin to match up against each other as Karasu sits behind Rin for support. We cut to Isagi, who begins to reflect on everything as Rin and Loki continue to have their matchup. We've settled on our strategy for now, but we haven't solved the fundamental issue. That goal Karasu and Hiori made will be hard to use now that France is ready for it. Its reproducibility is too low. Nothing will change unless I can make myself effective. But there's no way in hell that I'll live as second best. All of a sudden, Hugo appears behind Isagi, pressing him for a mark as he whispers in his ear. Second best is just another kind of ego. Isagi is shocked as Hugo rests his chin on his shoulder. Being the best isn't the only way to live. On the final page of the chapter, Isagi swats Hugo away as he leaves him with a final few words. So listen up, Yoichi Isagi. I'll tell you about my ego as second best. The closing tagline to the chapter says, the pride of a number 2 person, someone who adapts destiny and speaks the meaning and way of life of self. No break next week. To be continued in chapter 338, titled Double Joker. And that was the chapter. And while it was a little bit wordy, I love those kinds of chapters. So it was a great one to me. Before I get into my thoughts, I want to remind you guys that if you are enjoying this video so far, to leave me a like and subscribe down below to show your support for more Blue Lock content just like this. Starting off with the major bulk of the chapter, let's talk about the conversation between Karasu and Isagi. What's great about this conversation is how it reflects what I was talking about in my brainwashing video. Neither side is inherently wrong in what they are discussing, simply because both have been proven to have effective styles. The egoist mindset is one that has brought them up to this point, but the number 2 mentality is what just helped them score at the highest level. Both have merit to their styles, and they're being reflected in this conversation here. I love how Karasu even brings up Isagi previously playing like this to show that he's somewhat of a hypocrite for criticizing this style. And even Isagi's specific wording here is interesting. He's playing as a number 1 for the sake of Blue Lock. That's exactly what Karasu has been doing as well. It's a nice conversation that really dives into the philosophy of what an athlete needs to believe in, specifically in Blue Lock, in order to be the best. I do also like Aiku coming over to end the conversation like a captain should to keep everyone's heads cool. But I do think that his wording just confirmed the kind of plan for Blue Lock going into the future of the story. He intends to allow these styles to clash with each other to create something new for Blue Lock's own ideology. And that's going to be the next step for players in their evolution. At least I'm predicting that. But what I'm sure a lot of people are excited for is the next chapter based on the title. With the title of Double Joker, we all know what that means. A Shido and Baro sub is inevitable. But here's my issue with that. Based on Loki's dialogue, I am almost certain that he's going to be scoring next chapter. Meaning the situation where Baro and Shido come onto the pitch is one where France has just scored, so now they're implementing subs. Personally, I don't like the idea of a Double Joker sub. I feel like we should at least save one of them for a future match in the U20 World Cup. Don't put all of your Joker cards on the table and reveal them like too soon. But you know, a double Joker sub is going to be unpredictable and crazy, so maybe they're gonna come back. And besides, I think it makes sense with dialogue from Hugo before. He mentioned a flying lion, so maybe we'll have a link up between Baro and Shido together where like Baro will somehow create a goal with a header through Shido. I don't know. But with that, those were just my thoughts and predictions regarding Blue Lock chapter 337. Now remember, according to sources, we are not on a break week this week, so the leaks and officials for next chapter will be releasing around the usual scheduled time. But aside from that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and will continue to enjoy it in the future. I just want to leave a final reminder to join my Discord server if you're ever interested in getting any more involved with our amazing community. As for the question of the video though, what would you rate Blue Lock chapter 336 on a scale of 1 to 10? Leave me your thoughts down below in the comment section. And like always, thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe to see more awesome Blue Lock content just like this.